Hi, good morning and welcome to Rise and Shine with Susan. I don't know if anybody else is feeling this, but we've got a super moon this weekend, and it's a full moon, and all of yesterday afternoon I had a headache, and I thought, wow, this is really interesting how it's actually affecting me, and I normally don't get affected by things like this. So I realised that actually we're all going through quite a big transformation at the moment, and me especially, I'm really noticing it. And I did quite a bit of work. Jen Patterson and I are really good friends, and we did a bit of work together a few days ago. And what happens when we are working on ourselves and we're clearing our energy field, then what happens is it needs to go somewhere. So at the time of a full moon and a new moon, and especially at the time of a super moon, because there's big transformations, the body wants to release whatever it is that is trying to come out. So what you'll see at the moment is that there's lots and lots of people that are saying that they've got flu, hence the adverts on the TV that make me laugh. The flu, I've got a cold, I've got migraines, I've got whatever, achy limbs, whatever. But what I feel really drawn to talk about this morning and to do an exercise on this morning is to talk to you about noticing what you're feeling essentially in your body. So when I was feeling this headache yesterday afternoon, I realised obviously it was about some shifting going on. I needed to drink more water because of that, even though I drink quite a lot of water anyway. And I went to bed at 9 o'clock last night, or around about 9 o'clock, and then went to sleep earlier than I normally would. And I felt so much better this morning, and I can still hear it in my voice. And I'm sure you probably can see that I'm not like looking exactly as I was a couple of days ago, but I know that I'm not ill. And I think what's really interesting is that when you've got the concept that, and the understanding rather, that what is happening in your body is just a message, that it's not that you're ill, and I think that we need to kind of understand that our body is essentially a barometer to show us what emotions are either releasing at these times of the full moon, the super moon, which is around about Saturday, Sunday, depending on where you are in the universe, and we need to kind of take responsibility for that. So rather than, and I'm not saying don't go to your GP, I'm not a doctor, I can't tell you what to do in that perspective. So if you really do feel very unwell, then the advice would be to go to your GP. But for things like this that I'm experiencing, like a headache or a sore throat or a cold, perhaps just be kind to yourself. Drink lots of water to flush out of your system. Don't reach for the tablets to suppress it. And I just want you to just pause on that for a moment, because we seem to have a society, without judgment, but we seem to have something I've observed. We seem to have a society of quick fix, that we want a quick fix, that we want to get rid of something. I was talking about yesterday about cancer and things like that we want to kill it, that we want to get rid of it. So instead of killing it, instead of actually thinking that we need to suppress it, because essentially that's what it is. Even on Cowpole for our children, it says basically a suspension. It says Cowpole suspension. So what does that do? It suspends the symptoms. But actually, what are we doing by suspending the symptoms? We're actually not allowing them to move forward in the cells. For those of you who don't know me, I work with energy. I'm also a mental health practitioner, and I'm also a naturopath actually. So from many years ago, I trained in that, and I'm also a psychologist. So all of those things together, what I've realised over many years is that our body is essentially giving us a message and telling us that there's an emotion that either needs to be released, or an emotion that we're holding on to that creates that stuck bit of energy within us. So when I was tuning in to my team, I call them upstairs this morning, my guidance system, I got very strongly that I needed to highlight that you might not be ill. You might just have a headache because you're going through ascension symptoms. You might be having a sore throat because you need to express something. You need to tell someone something, or you need to kind of express yourself perhaps in public, or whatever really resonates with you. So from a mental health perspective, the soreness in the throat might be we've made some acceptance that we are okay to speak publicly, or we are okay to say what we want to say. So I'm just looking to see who's joined us. Tamara, hi. Lindsay, hi. Elaine, oh, lovely to see you. Christine, what are you saying? The psychosomatic, yeah, I mean, they are emotionally led. I suppose I would rather call it emotionally led. So our symptoms are thought form first, and that doesn't necessarily mean that we've caused it. And I think we've got to come away from this judgment of ourselves that we've caused it. It's really just emotions that perhaps we picked up along the way in our childhood and aspects of ourselves, or epigenetically, so we've brought it in from ancestors and thought form, or, you know, we're just kind of being around people that perhaps are negative in their energy and we've picked up that thinking. So yeah, hi everyone that's joining. It's really lovely to have you here, and I'd just like to take you through a meditation today that I'm going to be guided, that's going to bring more light into your cells, more light into your body today, and just to recognize these symptoms, these messages that are going on in your body. So I'm not going to close my eyes for the purpose of this video, but if you're in a safe place, not driving a car or operating machinery, obviously, then I want you just to close your eyes and just imagine that your feet are on the ground, even if they're not on the ground, even if you're lying in bed. Just imagine your feet are on the ground, and imagine you could have the sensation of your feet sort of melting into the earth. This is what I'm kind of being given at the moment, is at this second, is that imagine that your feet are actually melting into the earth, that you are becoming the earth, that you are part of the earth, because we know that we are. And just imagine that you are becoming part of the earth. Excellent. And just imagine that you could connect with that earth energy. All of the minerals, I'm being told here that to connect with the minerals of the earth. All of the minerals, and just ask to be given all of the minerals that your body needs. Every essence that your body needs. Jill says, are you in a car? I am, but I'm stationary, Jill. So just imagine that all the minerals from the earth, crystals as well, all that energy is coming up through your feet into every single cell of your body. And imagine that coming in as light. Beautiful light coming through your feet, your ankles, all the way through your legs. Beautiful light, full of minerals and goodness and healing. Bring that all the way up through your body, up to your heart, and just feel the sensations in your heart as you bring all of that light energy and all the way up to the top of your head, and expand that light out, so you're creating a bubble of that protective light that we do every single morning. Protection, just to keep your energy filled for you. Brilliant. And now I just want you to imagine, what I'm being guided to do here is just to imagine that every single cell of your body had a smile on its face. So you could see lots of little smiling faces in your body. And even if you're not feeling well today, or even if you have something in your opinion that's more serious, a deeper picture we might say, then just see that those cells are happy and light and free, and that they are healing. And we have I believe we have the ability to heal ourselves. Just imagine that every single cell of your body is love, is light, and is smiling. And if there's, what I'm being guided here is if there's a particular organ that perhaps is under a little bit of challenge at the moment for you, just to see that organ as full of light. And what I often get my clients to do is just imagine the highest vibration of white gold sparkling light. And just imagine, say for example, it was your liver or your kidneys or your lungs, and just imagine that they're full of this beautiful white golden sparkling light. And when we know that we are just light, that's all we are. We're light in a body, having a human experience. We're here to understand about emotion. We're here to understand about creating. Imagine the lighter you are, the more beautiful light people you're going to attract. See yourself as that light being, and see yourself attracting more of that vibration. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes and come back to me. Oh, thanks, Tracy. Morning to you. Lovely to see you here. Marie Alexandra Price, hi. Lovely to see you. Paul, lovely to see you. Paula, lovely to see you. You're loving the feeling. Would anybody like to share with me what they felt when they felt the minerals come up through their body of that healing light? Let's just see what other people are saying. Oh, Fiona said, hi Fiona, Fiona Dilston. Fiona, yes, homeopathy, amazing. I totally am with you on that one. I love homeopathy. I'm not a homeopath, so I can't comment on what somebody would need to use for how they were feeling. I know what I would use for myself, but I can't comment on that. But I think that, you know, homeopathy works beautifully with energy work. And Laura, that's a real smile in my heart. Ah, beautiful. It's all about smiling. It's all about loving yourself. You know, that the most important thing that we can do, if we can do anything, is to really value ourselves and love ourselves. And as I started this live session talking about how I had a headache yesterday because of the super moon, and for people who are just joining now, Ian, we were talking about how we're not ill. You know, we're not ill. We're just experiencing the symptoms of our body clearing out emotions, unwanted emotions that it doesn't need anymore, so that we can actually raise our vibration to a newer level. And what I feel I want to say here is that as we raise our vibration and our consciousness to a high level, then we're actually going to be attracting more people of that vibration into our life, you know, which I think is what it's all about. You know, I surround myself with loving, high vibrational people. I don't surround myself with people who are not. And it just seems to be that the friends in my life over the years that are no longer my friends are not because I judge them in any way. It's just because we just don't resonate anymore. And it seems to be that we just don't spend the time together anymore. And you'll notice that as you do more of this work and you do more of this healing energy work, you'll notice that your friendships will change, your relationships will change. And that's a good thing. You know, embrace the change. We can walk through our life staying the same. We can stay in the same job, we can stay in the same relationship, we can stay in the same building, and we can moan about it, and we can say how awful that person is to us, or we can change our vibration. We can take responsibility for our emotions, and we can clear our own vibration, and we can love ourselves more and love ourselves enough to want to heal and to want to change our vibration. So Chris Chrissy's saying ready to face the day more positively. That's exactly why I'm doing these videos. I'm going to do them every day, whether it's Sunday or not, Saturday, Sunday or not. I'm going to do them every single day. It's my intention that I call in my guidance for you, so that you start the day, or if you're the other side of the world, you go to bed with these feelings of lightness. And so, just to close, unless anybody wants to say anything, I'm going to close in a moment and just say that just bring gratitude with you today. Bring gratitude for this new phase that's coming in with this supermoon. I'm getting excited. I'm doing a photo shoot today, a professional photo shoot for my work, and I'm celebrating my birthday tonight with some really good friends, having dinner, so I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to spending the weekend with my children as well. So just be grateful for those little things that you have in your life. And the more gratitude that you can have for yourself and for other people and for things that you have in your life, the more things that will actually come to you. Hi Jane, I'm glad you joined me. You'll have to listen back and do the process of bringing light into your body. So much love from me, and see you again tomorrow morning. Please do email me if you want to at susan@susankennard.co.uk, or just have a look at my website, which is my name, susankennard.co.uk. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, much love. Bye.